fresh in the flesh with the book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay? This book is by David Schwartz. Acquire the secrets of success. Achieve everything you've always wanted. Well, this book was one of my top, my first 5-10 books I started reading when I decided to start reading and committed to that habit. And it put a foundation of mindset, of positivity and commitment and courage and action, and all good things came from this book. More than 6 million readers around the world. Talks about you are what you think. Believe you can succeed and you will. That's the biggest thing I got out of the book personally. The belief in yourself is so critical. It's the foundation. Cure yourself of the fear of failure. Do what you fear, and the fear disappears. Something Emerson echoes as he says, always, 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 always. Yeah, he says that many always. Do what you're afraid to do. See what can be done. See what can be, not just what is. Think and dream creatively. Stretch your mind. A goal is a dream acted upon. Use goals to help you grow. Big on goals in here. Make your attitudes your allies. Broadcast good news. I really started to do that. I started telling people, sharing things, and that sparked enthusiasm in my life. I have the notes in my second journal. I have 4 journals now. This is my second journal ever. So this was 2 years ago. In August I was reading this actually. So let's go into it. I want to go over the notes. The magic of thinking big as opposed to thinking small, tiny, minuscule. We're talking colossal, enormous, Jurassic, mammoth. Okay? This will get you this die for success mindset. Believe you can succeed and you will, right? The president says, whether you think you can or can't, you're right. It wasn't the current president, one of the older presidents. You want to avoid excuseitis. So, I'm too old, I'm too short. I'm too tall, I'm too young. Okay? Excuseitis is a disease. You're not taking responsibility. There's health excuseitis, intelligence, bad luck you blame it on. You don't grow from this. You can't think big when you have excuses. So you want to be opportunity focused. No successful people are not superhuman or mystical. They just develop the belief in themselves. And you can too. Believe big. Capital, and when I say big, picture a capital B-I-G in double letters with 5 exclamation points. Build confidence and destroy fear is the next chapter they talk about. And I got some key lessons from this that I implemented right away. So these are some practical things you can write down. Be a front seater, meaning sit in the front all the way towards the middle. I've done this throughout college, and it's helped. I've done this at seminars. It helped. You're more engaged. It's just the studies that show this. There's research on it. It's worked in my life. I'm certain about this thing. If you're not sitting in the front, start doing it now. I don't like to tell people what to do too much, but this is something you ought to do. If you want to maximize, optimize your learning, sit in the front seat. You're more engaged. People remember you. You get more out of it. You're not distracted as easily. Why wouldn't you? So get there early if you have to. I think some people don't want to sit in the front because they're embarrassed or scared, to be honest. So maybe just experiment, all right? Sit in the front, see how it goes. Let me know. Walk 25% faster with your chest up, it says. Practice speaking up. Smile big. Like I said, some practical things. Practice eye contact. Deposit only positive thoughts from your memory bank and withdraw positive. So it makes you become more positive. By the way, this book, it has a review of each chapter at the end of each chapter, which is pretty cool. I like books that do that. So that was helpful. Next, how to think big. How do we do it? I want to think big, but how? Well, you want to have a strong, positive vocabulary. This is something Tony Robbins said about in Awaken the Giant Within, and this is something I've really started implementing after I read this. So you ask me how I'm doing? Phenomenal. Or I talk about I had a good experience, I'll say orgasmically euphoric. I'm elated. And I'll use words, big words. I try to use powerful words, meaningful words, positive words. Okay? Give things a positive spin. See what can be, not just what is, as I mentioned in the beginning. Practice adding value to things and people and yourself. How to think and dream creatively. Be open, experiment, he says. David Schwartz says, be progressive, not regressive. Eagerly accept the opportunity to do more. Ask, how can I do more? Encourage others to talk. These are some other skills here. What do you recommend? Tell me more about your experience. What do you think? This is just effective communication. Don't let ideas escape. Review your ideas. Write them down. Cultivate and fertilize your ideas. All right, chapter 6, let's go into. You are what you think you are. So the law of attraction I just had read before this. Dress important, look it, and it helps you think it. I found this to be true. When I dress up a little bit more, I'm feeling more important, which is key. Again, experiment some of these ideas as you write them down. Pay twice as much for what you buy, and you'll have to buy half as many. So that was a new concept. I'm usually, buy the cheapest possible, but you buy something better value, it can last longer. Perfect example, the Vitamix. That thing's $500. That thing says it lasts 30 years, as opposed to other machines, $75 or 1 to 2 years. And if you do that over 30 years, you're getting less return, a lot less. So that's just an example. This one is great. Manage your environment. Go circulate in new groups. Seek advice from people who know certain things you want to know. Be sure you're with the flock that thinks right. Never surrender like the rest. Never surrender like the rest. Stay. Not sure what that means in my notes. Here's a good one. Don't talk about other people. The drama. Be cautious of that. Be environment conscious, all right? Go first class in everything you do. Let's see what else. Time for one or two more. There's make your attitudes your allies. Think right toward people. Get in the action habit. How to turn defeat into victory. Use goals to help you grow. And how to think like a leader. Those are the next. I'm going to pick 3 out of those. And attitude's important. We'll get into that another time. Think right towards people. Let's go there. Be interested. Be relaxed, easygoing. Be cool. Go with the flow. Be comfortable with all types of people. Remember names. Don't be egotistical, egomaniacal, know-it-all guy. Getting your ideas out there, which most of us seem to do. But it's so much easier. My meditation coach said, don't try to prove anything today, Doug. So I was challenged by it. Quickly made my Instagram video and just stopped. And I just listened. I slept better. I was more grounded. I breathed better. It's powerful. Next, practice liking people until you learn to do so genuinely. That's a great tool there. Because then you'll just find things you like in other people. Everybody got a right to be different. Accept people. Be compassionate. Accept human differences and limitations. This book makes you become effective, and don't blame others for a setback. Remember, this is key. This is probably, if you get one thing out of this, this is it. How you think when you lose determines how long it will be until you win. I'll say it again. How you think when you lose determines how long it will be until you win. Okay? That's revolutionary for me. Okay, getting the action happen. Be a does person, not a doesn't person. Action cures fear. He hammers this home. Action cures fear. Next, act on ideas. Ideas alone are nothing. Seize it. Initiative. Doer. Pronto. Action. Immediate. ASAP. How to turn defeat into victory. Let's go into the next thing. How to turn defeat into victory. Never blame. Again. Study setbacks. Learn. Myself, I learned from Michael Vick's setbacks. Resilience. He's so resilient. Others, resilient people out there in the world. There's a good side in every situation. You just gotta find it. Think like a leader. I'm not going to go into. I'm just going to hit this last part on use goals to help you grow. There's work, home, social. Work, 10 years from now, what will my income do? What income do I want to attain? Okay? What level of responsibility do I seek? How much authority do I want to command? What prestige do I expect to gain? Home, 10 years from now, what kind of standard of living do I want to provide for me and my family? Do I want to have family? What kind of house do I want to live in? Where? What kind of vacations do I want to take? What financial support will I give my wife and kids, etc., whatever. Now, last one, socially. What kind of friends do I want? What kind of social groups do I want to join? What community leadership positions would I like to hold? What worthwhile causes do I want to champion and support and contribute? So this is great stuff. Leave you on the goals stuff. Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Peace.